Could JASMY reach the price of $17 by 2026? Well, to answer that, first we have to understand what is this project about. So, in today's video, I'll be revealing the policies and goals of JASMY, some more recent updates surrounding JASMY, and then answering the question, can JASMY reach $17 by 2026? But before I get into it, if you enjoy this type of content and you want to see more in the future, then let me know by smashing the like button down below and subscribing to the channel to post notification bell turned on. Now, JASMY's mission is your protection, more specifically, your data protection from people online. They are trying to help provide data storage in a decentralized way. This is a big deal as the world is continuing its technological advancements every day, and we are witnessing this with increasing developments of smart AIs. There are more and more technological tools being created every day, and in the wrong hands can be paramount. The benefits of having your data protection decentralized, like with JASMY, is the user's data will remain fully anonymous and it cannot be passed to third parties, whereas with a centralized approach, as a matter of fact, it can be accessed by third parties, which could lead to the abuse and misuse of your sensitive information. So, the premise of this project does sound very, very promising, and it doesn't actually stop there. As a matter of fact, JASMY is an Ethereum-based token and the first cryptocurrency to be made legally compliant in Japan, and this is crucial since Japan is a country where cryptocurrencies are extensively regulated and subject to strict rules. The first one to pass through the strict rules from Japan. And as a matter of fact, there has been growing popularity, growing adoption and acceptance of crypto in Japan more recently, as we can see. Japan embraces Web3 as global regulators grow wary of crypto.
Because of a lack of regulatory clarity in the US, that's a polite way of saying it. The impolite way of saying it is sort of like chaos. Projects are going to leave and projects are going to go to other jurisdictions. And I think now, we have this FTX implosion. We've had all this rhetoric. Jesse also wrote a great piece for CoinDesk talking about like the mood in Congress and all the rhetoric in Congress. It's getting even more negative here in the United States, but it's negative, and this is my personal opinion, it's kind of hard to see the way forward. It's like, what is the US actually going to do? We've been talking about stablecoin regs. We don't actually have a timeline for that. So you turn to Asia, and what some jurisdictions in Asia have that the US does not have is relative regulatory clarity. Japan is actually very, very clear. For example, we're in the US, one of the problems, Lawrence brings this up all the time, is that you have all this kind of debate in the US over who's going to regulate the spot markets. In Japan, there's one sole regulator. There's the FSA. So, I think there's just a lot of areas where, this clarity, where, again, we know who's regulating the crypto markets. We know what is a security. We know what is a commodity. This is something that the US does not yet have. And I think it creates a sense of uncertainty and anxiety among projects that operate here.
So while many other countries are still standing and shrugging their shoulders in the face of the cold wind, Japan is positioned to play a unique role in the crypto industry. And we can see further here that this therefore may mean that Japan might end up in the lead. Japan may be the first country to regulate permissionless stable coins, and America is still debating how to regulate stable coins, and we've seen this constantly with Gary Gensler, the SEC, and their crackdown, their complete tyranny over the American crypto coin digital asset situation, and there have been numerous more exchanges that have been pulling out of America as a result of this unclarity. And this just further solidifies the position that JASMY is in. And then additionally, the team behind JASMY are full of highly decorated, impressive elites, such as Kunitake Ando, who was the 7th president of the Sony Corporation, which is absolutely massive. And then we have Kazumasa Sato, who is deeply involved in the IT network business and the representative director of Sony Star as well. And not also to mention, we have Hiroshi Harada, who used to work for KPMG, a massive one of the top industries companies in the financial market. And so many more. And they have very, very impressive partnerships as well, as we can see. And it's also worth a mention that JASMY as of right now is currently ranked as the 125th top crypto project right now, and is listed on numerous massive exchanges, including the elusive, ever-knowing Binance. And most importantly, as we can see, it has 95% of its max supply circulating right now, which is amazing and honestly quite rare to see from crypto projects nowadays. Now, what about the recent updates with JASMY? Well, mass adoption. They are being added to more and more exchanges, as we can see recently listed on CoinHub Wallet. Furthermore, there will also be a blockchain expo from May the 10th to 12th, where JASMY will be introducing their new secure PC, a phase 1 product of blockchain PCs. This announcement is actually massive. And then the last recent update, and by far the biggest, is JASMY's plan to raise 70% lockup of supply starting in the final quarter of this year, 2023. And as we can see, if history was to possibly repeat itself with JASMY like it did with Cardano, it would be insane. When Cardano ran from $0.2, so 2 cents, to $3.16, over 70% of the circulating supply was locked up in retail staking. And JASMY is projecting 35 billion tokens locked up by businesses, 70%. If another 2.4 billion, so 4.8%, is held for a team and they add a staking mechanism, what's to say that JASMY can't replicate a similar price action to that of Cardano? But now, can JASMY reach the price of $17 by 2026? The elusive question of this video. It's a stretch. Yes, there are far more people invested into crypto right now than there was last year, from 306 million to now 425 million people invested into crypto. That's a 39% increase in 2022, and there may be even more right now, even during this bear market. Now, the next crypto bull run is also rumored to occur at some point next year around the Bitcoin halving. So once that happens, I personally believe that with the developments going on and the foundation of JASMY right now, that it will definitely take off in the next crypto bull run. With its current price being at 1/6 of a cent, only 1/6 of a cent, and taking into account of the JASMY lockup that's happening at the end of the year, I believe it's highly possible that JASMY could do a 100x, reaching 60 cents in the next bull run. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think JASMY can reach that price? Do you think it can reach further and actually reach the $17, or potentially further than that? But in my opinion, this is definitely a project to have on your watch list and in your portfolio. But I am not a financial advisor, so please do your own research. And if you enjoyed the video, then please like, share and subscribe to the channel. But remember, it's just a coin. And I'll see you in the next video.